So you've just loaded into the Fireteam server, and what do I do? There's lots of buttons. What do I click? It's the play button. So you want to click the play button, and now you're on the team selection page. This is where it doesn't actually matter what team you join. Currently there is only the two factions, however they have got more planned, so it may vary for you. But just join whichever team has space. So if all's gone to plan, you're now on the page that you see in front of me, or at least similar to. Now, you can start from the left here. This is the fire teams. Fire teams are very, very important. This game relies a lot on teamwork. Fire teams are how you will convey that teamwork and work together. Now, it may seem intriguing, but please don't use the new Fireteam button. You're going to want to join an existing one until you have some experience. Preferably join one that's relatively full with a Fireteam leader. Now, this one here looks pretty good, so I want to join this one here. Now, you're going to select your role. Roles are also very important as they define what weapons and abilities you can do. So, the Fireteam leader, of course, please don't select that one if you're just starting off. I cannot stress that enough. You're brilliant using that later on. Brilliant. So, Rifleman. You're going to want to go with Rifleman. Corpseman is your medic, just so you know. And you can have one specialist, which is either Automatic Rifleman, Grenadier, or Light Anti-Tank. If you're on American or USMC, I recommend the Grenadier primarily. For specialist, if you're on Russian RGF, I recommend Grenadier or Light Anti-Tank, but US Light Anti-Tank only gets one round, so you need someone, preferably in VC, with an ammo bag if you could want to do that. Still very good, but not ideal. So, we've got our Rifleman class. We're now going to select the optic. Can go with iron sights. Iron sights on certain weapons are... They're dealable, but you will find yourself doing a lot of long and medium range combat, so you want a sight realistically. This sight is very good as you can get the RMR. The RMR definitely isn't needed. You can use a laser instead, which we'll look at now. So if we go to the right, I believe it is, no, that's our torch, but we want a torch, and that's that there. Bottom. Grips don't actually affect anything. You can just get whichever one you want. I'm just going to go with stubby. And then we can get our laser, as I was mentioning earlier. So, you can change the colour. It's not going to matter that much, okay? Feel with that if you want to, but I'm not going to bother going over. Colour's not going to stick you out or not. The next thing you want to do is deploy. This is where you have two options. You can either deploy normally, which means you'll be, if you're on the US team, in this area here. It's a bit of a camp. Or if you're on the Russian team, you'll be on this area, in this area here. Preferably, what you want to do though, deploy a rally. It's the Fireteam leader's job to make rallies. So if your team hasn't got a rally, and you know your Fireteam's active, your team's active, always mention to your Fireteam politely, are you able to possibly get a rally down Fireteam leader? We're running out of tickets, as each Fireteam rally point only has 15 tickets to start off with. It will drain, of course, and you will have to place new ones. However, it's not too much of a hassle. You just need a team member nearby. That's why they also might ask you to head towards them. As my Fireteam has a rally, I'm going to deploy at my rally. So I just spawned on my rally. Now, where your rally is will vary. You can put them anywhere on the map, or should I say your Fireteam leader can put them anywhere on the map. And, well, they're very important, but try and, if you are spawning on one and it's in a hostile zone, either don't spawn on it if they're shooting directly at it, because it just puts you in an infinite loop of death. It's not fun, trust me, I've been there. Or you can double tap C as soon as you spawn in, so you're crawling. Gives you a little bit better of a chance. But yeah, so my one, for example, that my Fireteam leader has set is in substation. This is a good position because it means you can flank around here to stop them going into lumber mill. Or it means you can go and help in lumber mill, if in this case. So I've moved away from the rally here. And if you are dead new, something you may want to try is just go into Fireteam chat with V and typing hey FTL. FTL means your Fireteam leader, as I mentioned earlier. People will often use it as it is it's a lot easier to say FTL rather than Fireteam leader in chat. So, hey FTL, I'm new. If you could give me a little bit more guidance, I would appreciate it. So, I'm not going to send that because I'm not new. But you could send a message like that if you are new and you would like your FTL or your Fireteam mates and just teammates in general to help you. It it could benefit you. So go ahead and do that if you wish. When you're running around the map like a plonker, there's a few things you need to be aware of. Not only do you need to be aware of where the enemy are in comparison to you, but you also need to be aware of where you are in comparison to the enemy. This is very important, and I'll explain why now. So in pretty much any situation you are in a firefight, whether it be in a game or even real life, you want to aim for the centre of mass. This is because this is going to be the easiest area to hit. Yes, you can aim for the head, however it's a lot smaller, and you've just got less of a chance of hitting it because of this. So aim for the centre of mass. Hopefully the diagram on screen will give you a rough idea. It's not perfect, but just basically the chest is where you want to aim, and that should give you a better chance of hitting your target and killing them. To just finish off, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I do hope you found it informative and hopefully somewhat entertaining too. Please let me know in your comments your thoughts. I do really appreciate feedback. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.